Following a victory against Fulham, let's get it right. There we are. Fulham on on Tuesday night. West Ham United host another London derby in the face of Crystal Palace to take the trip to the London Stadium. We've got quite a few London derbies actually coming up, and this is another one. Hopefully, another win. Joining me for the preview, Mike and Gary. How are we, gentlemen?
I'm good. You?
Yeah,
Not
good
bad.
luck. Yes.
You all right, Mike?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good stuff. Apologies, my laptop is not playing, so that's why I'm all the way down here and looking rather. But apart from that, we will get cracking. First of all, Fulham the other night. What did we make of it, lads?
I thought we got away with one, to be honest. I don't think 3-2 is a fair reflection of the score, but we'll take it. I mean, Potter seems to have energised the team. We got a bit of luck. They gave us 2 goals and we took them. So, that's where it goes sometimes.
Yeah, we definitely rode our luck. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I thought, to be fair, you can see there's something happened. He has done something with this group of players. He has got them together. Definitely Paquetá is absolutely worked his socks off. Okay, he spent a lot of time on the ground again like he normally does, but some of them, he did receive a bit of treatment, at times. I thought they gave away a lot of fouls, Fulham, on the night. I thought they, basically were putting in a lot of challenges and it took a long time for the ref to get a yellow card out. They dominated the first 20 minutes, but, we rode our luck, but, that's their mistakes, Can't blame us for taking advantage of them, can we?
I thought Paquetá looked happy again for the first time for a long time. So
yeah, he's playing the game with a smile on his face again at last.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever Potter's done, he's brought the enjoyment back. And Napoleon has said, "I want lucky generals." And if he's lucky, he had a good record at London Stadium with Brighton, so I don't think he's lost at London Stadium. So let's make sure he continues on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend I heard all that when I really, really didn't. But don't know what's going on tonight. But thank you for holding the fort, albeit briefly. Fathead, hope you are well. He says, brilliant, thanks. The atmosphere was positive in the ground and the players were actually communicating. It did seem better. It seemed like there was a little bit more enthusiasm around the place. And, I mean, for a reason, to be quite honest.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because you can see some positive things happening. He said afterwards, okay, fair dues. It wasn't perfect, and it was never going to be with 2 players really playing out of position. Soler was playing out on the left wing there, really, wasn't he? And Paquetá was battling away up top. So, yeah, you've got to say we rode our luck. We got the 3 points. They maybe gave us a couple of goals, but you can see things, little green sprouts. You can see things happening. And, I think they're working for each other. And whatever he's saying in training is working at the moment for sure, because it is a big improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. Controversial opinion, but Souček should be the captain. He was in the ref's face throughout. Now, there's been this ongoing debate, of course, after Bowen's been injured. People have said Bowen's not quite captain material and all the rest of it. Would you, gentlemen, like to wade in on that debate?
Bowen's not our typical captain, is he? He leads by example. He's not a talker. He's not a shouter. But as far as putting the West Ham shirt on and trying his best, he's probably a good leader in that aspect. But he's not a talker. And Souček, well, he is what he is, isn't he? I'd like to have a stronger captain, a big talking centre half. We need. That's what we need. And the old Alderman and Billy Bonds, Stan Bennett sort of rolled. That's what we need.
Yeah, I sort of understand the sentiment of why people don't like it, but then again, Bowen's only just become captain. He's signed a contract to commit himself to West Ham for another five years, and it was a 7-year contract when he signed it. So, I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to upset the apple cart, but it's not really the right thing to do after 4 months. Just strip the captaincy away from him, Mike, is it?
No, I think Gary's right. In my mind, there's 2 sorts of captains. There's your Billy Bonds and Elvin Martins. I like Lucas Neal when he was captain. I thought he was a good captain, to be fair. To be totally honest, there's that type of captain, but there's one who leads by example, and clearly our best player is Jarrod Bowen. And he, to be fair to him, he wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? He goes out there and gives it everything he's got. He's not a talker. I don't think he's like a proper leader of men, but he leads by example, and so
he does.
That sort of player can be a captain as well, to be fair. And I think it's right to leave, to keep him there. Souček, done a good job. Definitely done a good job. You know what we get from Souček, don't you? Week in, week out, he'll always give you everything he's got.
No, I agree. But Bowen always tries. He's going to put 100%. And whether he's had a bad game or not, he doesn't hide. Yeah. So he's a good leader in that aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bowen Lounge has joined us. Hope you are well. Is Bowen a bit nice? And again, this is the debate. Is he not, getting stuck into the players and, saying, what the hell's going on at some points? He says, absolutely defensively, we need some work, but actually it was too harsh. Yeah, I mean, they gift wrapped us the game, with a bow on top, really, didn't they? So at the end of the day, I felt like we had to win because of the limitation or because of what they did and all the rest of it. It was rather surprising that after half an hour of pretty much domination from Fulham, all of a sudden we found ourselves scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes out of nothing, and with a pretty confident lead in the game. It was quite bizarre. Say pay the bill. Well, don't get paid from YouTube for another 9 days, and as you all know, money's tight. We can't be giving away too much ahead. What can I say?
But I thought both Fulham goals were soft as well. I thought Fabianski's certainly the first one done better. And the second one, again, it should just be cleared. We should, A, stop the ball coming in, and B, clear it when it does come in. We're very weak defensively, and that's the trouble at the moment. We've got to score at least 2 to get a point at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we just need an out-and-out ball-winning centre-half, a big, strong, quick ball-winning centre-half. Kilman's great with the ball at his feet. He don't panic. He played futsal. He's obviously got good ball skills. He can ping a pass, but I think we need someone alongside him that's quick, strong, and just those sort of balls that come in the box, just get them out. I don't care where they go, just clear it.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. What's wrong with Casey? Let's give Casey a go. I just don't understand. He can't be any worse than Mavropanos. He just can't be any worse.
Gary, absolutely. I mean, those 2 balls should have not got through. I don't blame Fab because the players come in front of him and put him off on both occasions. I'm sat at that end and I'm looking at it and I'm watching that ball come in and I think, why hasn't he got it? And yet when I've got home the next night and watched it on TV, I'm looking at it and I think both occasions the players coming in front of him and looked like they were going to flick it. They didn't. And, he's had, it's been difficult. He should have had a centre half in front of him clearing that ball. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could say the keeper maybe should have come and blasted everything out of the way, but it was in that real corridor of uncertainty there that the 2 balls knocked in the good area, to be fair.
Didn't know whether he was coming or going. And I think, the issue defensively is, I think, putting Mavropanos to the side, who I think is quite poor. You've got Todibo and Kilman, who are 2 centre halves. They both look good when they're with somebody better, if that makes sense. So somebody else has to make them look better. Otherwise, those 2 together, they can be a little bit, they can be a little bit suspect at times. And you put a great centre half. So you put Dawson next to Kilman, right? And you've got a player there. You put Dawson next to Todibo, you've got a player there. I just got a fear and a concern that with both of them there together, neither of them are a massive leader. Neither of them are massively commanding. Kilman can be at times when needs be, but I think that's where defensively we just haven't got strong enough characters there, and that's where we're leaking so many goals. Fathead says Paqueta looks like a new player. I mean, we'll come on to Paqueta a little bit later, but the press is the first thing we'll talk about now. Actually, the press was.
So we need to defend a lot better, and that's why I don't understand why Kate's not giving it a go. I mean, we can't concede 2 goals.
He's got to be given a chance, Gary. He's got to. Like I say, can't do any worse than that.
I mean, we all know that Palace are going to score on Saturday, so it means already it's going to be 2-1. The best. We've got to score at least twice.
Yeah,
exactly.
Already.
Absolutely. Peter, good evening, Jake, Richard, and the Crime Watch twosome. See, Peter, you're back in the good books because I've been excluded from the Crime Watch. Peter, very good, very good. My favourite tonight. You are. We were lucky. Only Iwobi had his shooting boots on, absolutely, and I think they're meant to be crosses more than anything. But there we are.
Who's it put the ball right over at the end for Fulham? Yeah, great chance.
that was mate used to play for Wolves, wasn't it?
Traore.
Yeah,
He should have
that
scored
was
that.
right in front of me, obviously, and I thought he can't miss this. And
but you've also got to give credit to Scholes. You've got out quickly and put him off.
Yeah, he deflected it towards him, Scholes did, but he did realise that, and he ran straight out to him, and it almost then the only place he could put it was in the roof of the net, and that's why he hit it high. So
yeah,
fair to Scholes there.
Oh, you all froze there. Sorry. This is going swimmingly. We'll talk about Crystal Palace for a little while. They're a side that, I mean, I had them tipped for pushing for Europe this season under Glasner, and they started off poorly, but they've gone on a hell of a run. I think it's 9 games unbeaten or something like that. They are doing extraordinarily well, and they've got their eyes set on the top half of the table, and they seem to just keep going and going. We beat them at the start of the season when they weren't too good, and we didn't quite know what was going to happen at their place. Was it 2-0 or 2-1? I can't quite remember. 2-0, yeah. And that was one of the very few good afternoons under the previous gaffer. So, what are you expecting, Gary, from Crystal Palace on that day?
Well, look at their players man for man. They're not as good as Fulham, I don't think. So, we should be looking to get 3 points. That's what I think. But it will depend on our lineup. But I think some of them should be back, shouldn't he? Hopefully, because I think I've been impressed with him lately. Yeah. And he plays Danny Ings up front because he gave Potter single Ings out for praise afterwards, didn't he? So maybe he might start as well. So someone will Cruz on the other, Paqueta in the middle, Ings up front. I think we can win.
Yeah. Mike, thoughts on Palace?
Palace, well, they're one of those teams, aren't they? They do it every year. They have a good run and a poor run, and they end up 10th to 12th every season. So fair dues, for what they've got, the resources they've got, but they do okay, Well, obviously, when I went to their place last year, they absolutely ripped us a new one. And that
was a fun afternoon, Mike, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But joking aside, they were in great form. They were beating everyone at the time. So it wasn't no great shock because we were in awful form and they were in fantastic form. They're just one of those teams, aren't they, Palace? They're, if they keep going like they are, they're always going to stay up, but they're never going to threaten the top end of the table, are they?
No. No, I was just looking at their form, and they've lost 2 games since the middle of October, Crystal Palace, and those 2 games were against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool.
You gone, Jake?
He's gone again.
No, I don't know. It must be so boring being a Palace fan because every season you're going to finish between, as you say, 10th and 12th, maybe 14th or something. But you're not going to threaten the top half. Yeah. You don't do anything in the cups. It just must be so dull to be a Palace fan.
But they've got some very good players in the likes of Eze in that. I mean,
true.
They are top quality players, but the trouble is they end up losing them, don't they? They lost. Who was the one they lost last year? One of their top players.
Elise.
Yeah, they're always going to lose them. Don't get me wrong. We've lost Declan Rice, but we should be able to keep hold of players better than Palace does.
Speaking of Declan, Mike, remind me why he left.
Yeah,
trophies.
Was it to win one of those cup things?
I think.
Yeah, so. Those things you lift.
And how many trophies you got in his career?
Yeah, he'd be all right. He's had 1 trophy, so.
But he won that. He won that plate. He won the Community Shield, so he's got a plate.
Yeah,
he won a charity. Sorry, I forgot that.
Did you hear? Did you hear any of my attempt to channel my inner Larry there with the stat attack or not? Or did it all just cut out?
No, I didn't hear anything.
We didn't hear a thing.
Do it again, Jake.
that was some of my finest work. Well, now it's not as original because I was going to say, to be fair, I actually cocked it up. So good job. So let's try again. What I was going to say is I was just looking at their form, and they've lost 2 games since the middle of October. And those 2 teams they lost against are Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, 2 of the top 3. There's don't get me wrong, there's a lot of draws in there. They haven't won too many. They've picked up a lot of 2-2s, 1-1s, against the likes of Chelsea, Bournemouth, those sorts of sides. So they've been picking up points without losing, and that's the concern. Go on.
Isn't the Chelsea lad gone back to Chelsea now, hasn't he?
Yes, Chalobah.
Which one?
Chalobah.
Chalobah, yeah.
So that's going to impact their team for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting because he's got them firing a little bit again, Glasner, and we're sort of still not entirely sure what's happening in our sense. So it should be a good game. There'll be goals in it. There's no doubt about that because we ain't keeping a clean sheet, as we mentioned a bit earlier on. But we'll take some comments very quickly. Mavropanos is our new Bambi on our. I'd rather play Bambi, to be honest. Bambi turns quicker. Bambi probably passes the ball forward more than what Mavropanos does, if we are totally honest. Let's have a look here. If I'm not going to be your favourite, I'll happily talk about the Gregson pool. Well, don't fight over me, lads. Come on, let's not get, jealousies are really not a nice trait to behold, honestly. Don't fight over me. They are below us, but they won't be below us for long if they keep going the way they are. Somerville is having a late fitness test before the games. Hopefully he can be back involved. Well, Jake's best attack, having a little look at Crystal Palace, and it all just conked out.
He's done it again. He's buffering again.
So it's quite ironic he's talking about buffering and he buffered.
Yeah, I know.
It's definition of irony there, Jake.
Oh, it's happened again. What's going? No, the headphones are here. The headphones are here.
You're talking about buffering and you buffered, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Every time you mention a buffering, you you buffer.
Oh, honestly, I've got it on this screen here on my laptop, but I can't get the camera to work. It's just gone all to pot. But I do have my headphones. They're still here. I'll put them on for you. Not that I'm hearing anything for them.
You were counting races today, Jake, or not?
No, I actually drove past as they were all coming out. Well, I didn't drive past, but I was in a car as it drove past. Yeah. So, were you there?
No, I didn't go.
No, there we are. Are you going to Yeovil tomorrow? Yes, we are. Yeah, a bit of under the lights at Hewish Park tomorrow.
Who are they playing?
Don't ask me that. I haven't got that far yet. Let's just get through the date first. I don't actually know. If some team up north, that's all I can remember. Do you think I can remember these things, Gary? Do you think I can remember? Yeovil Football Club. I don't know.
They're playing
Gateshead. See, I was right. A team up north. Gateshead. Yeah.
That is up north, to be fair.
Yeah.
That is up north. Yeah.
Gateshead. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Well, yeah, I am trained by the best in Larry. I thought we were going to get him to send a stat attack pre-recorded video for the preview, so we're going to get him to do that because I can't flip it. I'm going to take these headphones off because they're pointless. I can't hear anything from them. Right. Let's hope that we don't buffer anymore, and let's move on to some predictions, shall we, Gary?
I'll take Jake's 2-1.
2-1.
Now, oh, you got it. No, you.
I'm always last. I'm not going past tonight.
By the way, Jake, I got the final one spot on. I said 3-2.
You did get it right, Gary.
Yeah, 3-2.
What did you say, Mike? 2-2, and then I didn't hear the rest of it.
2-2.
Right, 2-2. Okay. Right, I thought you'd go 2-1. So.
No, I'm going to go 2-2 actually.
2-2. Right. I'm going to go 3-2.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have took 4 points at the beginning of the week. I probably thought would have been, the other way round, get a draw against Fulham and hopefully a win against Palace. But I would have took 4 points most definitely because of the state of our squad. Basically, front line is, it's just put together, isn't it? It's
We're halfway through the month now, aren't we? So we've got another 2 weeks to get some players in.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Right, some of the comment predictions 2-2, 1-1. I think we're going to win 2-0. Well, I mean, a clean sheet. So Fathead, he doesn't dream about his dream house. He doesn't dream about winning the lottery. He dreams about a clean sheet.
That is a dream, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely. Barry's going 4-2. Good evening to you, my friend. Wow, 4-2. That would be something. It would be a shock if we got a clean sheet. Absolutely. Now, my final question before we go and before I buffer anymore is regarding left back. Now, of course, we had Scholes play there last Friday in the cup game. Then Emerson, rather surprisingly, came back in my opinion, on whenever I don't know what day it is, Tuesday when we played Fulham. And then Scholes came on and was basically told to man mark Adama Traore out of the game for the last 15 minutes. He did it pretty well. So now, what does Potter do? Does he stick with Emerson or does he go with Scholes, who's been faultless, pretty much? Man of the match in the cup game, came on and did his job perfectly for 20 minutes on Tuesday night. Mike?
I'll tell you what, I thought Emerson had a really good game, to be fair. Seeing he's been out injured for so long, I thought he had a decent game. And he always gives us something going forward. I mean, a couple of times. Am I buffering there, Jake?
No, it's me. Don't worry.
Yeah, anyway, a couple of times he made runs down the left flank, and I thought, he looked sharp. But Scholes just didn't deserve to be dropped, to be fair. And then, actually, when I was bringing Creswell and Scholes on together there, wasn't a bad idea for those last 10 minutes because it seemed to work, to be fair. But it's a difficult one. I'd start Emerson again and keep Scholes.
I agree with Mike. I think Emerson's a better player at the moment, but Scholes has definitely got a future. And it's
he's got potential, the lad, and it's great to see that we've got another option at left back.
Yeah, absolutely. So rather than do what J-Lo did and swap Wan-Bissaka to left back or whatever, you don't need that. You don't need to do that. You should play Scholes. But at the moment, Emerson's a better player because he's a good player. Emerson, he's a very good player on his day.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm just going to pretend I heard any of that because I'll be honest, I heard absolutely none of it. So you could have said start me at left back for all I know. I agree.
We did. That's exactly what we said, Jake. Start you at left back.
Start me, and I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right, let's take these final comments before we go. A clean sheet. I'm meeting you at Brentford in a few weeks. Well, I mean, if you would have such pleasure. I mean, do you know how many security guards I've got to have when I go to West Ham? Two security guards, right? One either side, because I get all this paparazzi come up to me.
Is that to guard your wallet, Jake?
It is to guard my wallet as well. It is to guard my wallet. Yeah, Mike sees it. I get stopped. Right, all right. I can't walk through an away concourse. Right, Mike sees it. I get stopped everywhere. Right? I can't. Mike, honestly, we can't walk through the concourse, can we?
No. Do you see me with my mate the other night?
Yeah. I've got the picture, but I haven't got it on air. That's what I was going to do. I was going to get the picture and bring it up. Right. There was a brilliant, hard as knuckles player with Thomas Repka the other night. Mike's got his picture with Thomas Repka. He's very proud of that. What did you say to him, Mike?
I said, well, Doddsy was next, and I said, this is my little brother coming next.
That's brilliant. Oh, Mike, that's brilliant.
I said, well done, Thomas. Great of you to turn up tonight. Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh.
And here's my little brother next, so I better take a picture of him.
I bet you love that.
Yeah, he did.
What's this here? Jake will be buying, will he? Jake buying? He's got it on the ad. Never, absolutely not. Buying what? What am I buying exactly? Who knows? Right, I'm gonna get Plague of Moths when Jake opens his wallet. Well, it's better to have it than not, isn't it? It's better to have the money than not. Thank you very much indeed for watching our match preview. Drop a like and subscribe to West Ham Official. If you've got through the buffering, thank you very much indeed. I'm hoping next time this is going to be sorted. I'm not a technical genius, but yeah, I don't know what's happened. Mike and Gary, thank you for holding it together in my absence at some rather thorny moments.
Pleasure, no problem.
Not a problem, mate. You can rely on us.
Well, what can I say? What can I say? Thank you very much from us. Come on, you irons. And we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much. And now I've got to try and find the end button on it. I've got no idea where it is. There it is there. Right. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.